support Roland Martin Unfiltered, be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. We'll go to our second story, another video that absolutely shocked many of us when we saw it. And that is white woman in Central Park calling the cops on a black man who was simply saying, he's there birding, he's bird watching. He's saying, can you put a leash on your dog, which the signs say you should be doing? Watch Central Park Karen.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking pictures and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the Ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either.
From the dog.
By a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the Ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
Well, Amy Cooper is her name. Amy Cooper now doesn't have a job. Yes, she's been fired from her job with Franklin Templeton, where she was a vice president. They tweeted following, this is what they said, following our internal review of the incident in Central Park yesterday, we have made the decision to terminate the employee involved effective immediately. We do not tolerate racism of any kind at Franklin Templeton. Oh, by the way, the dog is also gone too. This is the statement that was released by the place where she got the dog. Pull it up, please. This is Abandoned Angels Cocker Spaniel Rescue, Inc. Thank you to the concerned public for reaching out to us about a video involving a dog that was adopted from our rescue a few years ago. As of this evening, the owner has voluntarily surrendered the dog in question to our rescue while this matter is being addressed. Our mission remains the health and safety of our rescue dogs. The dog is now in our rescue's care and he is safe and in good health. We will not be responding to any further inquiries about the situation, either publicly or privately. Thank you for your understanding. Keep in mind that they pulled the dog before she got fired. Now, she did release a statement apologizing. Y'all have that? Here we go, y'all. Watch this. This is lovely. I sincerely and humbly apologize to everyone, especially to that man, his family. She said in a phone call, this is with NBC. It was unacceptable, and I humbly and fully apologize to everyone who's seen that video, everyone that's been offended, everyone who thinks of me in a lower light, and I understand why they do. When I think about the police, I'm such a blessed person. I've come to realize, especially today, that I think of the police as a protection agency. And unfortunately, this has caused me to realize that there are so many people in this country that don't have that luxury. Now, here's what's interesting. Where did you see the apology to the brother in that video? Excuse me, in that statement. But I want to do something again. I want to play again the video. I want you to watch her actions. I want you to watch how she moved towards him and then how she quickly went to call the cops because the scary black man is here.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking pictures and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. Y'all, she knew exactly what she was saying because she knows as a white woman, Oh, if a black man is threatening the life of a white woman, oh, as Maxwell was saying, when the cops come knocking. Oh yeah, we see exactly what is going on here. Press play.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the Rambo, and there is a man, African American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the
Right there.
Rambo. Please.
Pause right there. I'm in Central Park. There's an African-American man who's threatening me and my dog. She repeats it a second time. Now, all of a sudden, here's the distress. Now you see, oh my goodness, okay, the pain in my voice. And now you begin to hear her raise her voice. And now the whole deal is, please send help, come get this black man away from me. That phone call could have turned into a Gerald Floyd. Press play.
Send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the Rambo. I don't know.
Thank you.
Now, interesting thing is that the man's name is Christian Cooper. Kelly, here's a problem that I have with all of this. If you read many reports, it was Christian Cooper, a Harvard-educated man. First of all, that has nothing to do with his story. If he went to Howard or FAMU or hell, anywhere else, Texas A&M, that would have never been a part of it. See, what happens, Kelly, is white folks somehow think going to Harvard inoculates Negroes from racism, when a Negro from Harvard can also be killed. And the thing is, black people who go to Harvard aren't walking around going, hi, Harvard Negro graduate. But that's how media sort of frame this. That means nothing. I don't care if he didn't go to college. What she did was evil and wrong and deserved to be fired.
Absolutely. I really don't like it when you have headlines like that. It's like Harvard grad or Yale grad or, enter, prestigious label here, as if that is something that, like you said, is supposed to insulate you from racism. First of all, obviously, even if that were the case, in this case, it actually was the case that he is a graduate, she doesn't see Harvard grad when she is scared and fearing for her life and calling the cops because she's not obeying a city ordinance order. She is looking at him as a black man who is infringing upon her caucasity, and her entitledness. She's not seeing the fact that he's a human being. She's not seeing any of that. She's just seeing something she's seeing something in her way such that it needs to be moved out of her way. And who better than to move something out of your way than the police, because we have a history in this country of police acquiescing to white women when it comes to the hindrances of black men. So again, it's just incredibly frustrating to me and incredibly infuriating to me that this is still going on. And it almost feels like there's been an uptick in it, so to speak, because we have these stay-at-home orders nationwide, as if, we are going to ignore the fact that racism still exists, or we are going to, it's like they're being sneaky with it. It feels like that, because you're staying at home, police aren't really going to pay attention to the fact that you're infringing on my rights as a human being. That's not going to be the case. People still have cell phones. People still have common sense. And unfortunately, there's still racists out there who have neither of those things. So this is going to continue. It's unfortunate, but it's going to continue. And thankfully, in this situation, he had the wherewithal to videotape himself. And, with her, it was just a matter. I thought of the Wizard of Oz of I'll get you my pretty and your little dog, too. That's exactly what happened with her. So good riddance.
Mustafa, again, when you see what is going on here, when the desperate pleas of this white woman in distress, that's what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing because the cops come running when a white woman is in distress in America.
You know, this is a reoccurring story that we know throughout our history. All we have to do is say Emmett Till. And we know that the lie that was told that he whistled at a white woman got him literally murdered. We know that in that location, in Central Park, and the president played a role in this, and I know someone will probably have something to say about it, but that it's the Central Park Five went to jail because, you know, there were lies that were told, and they spent, 14, 15 years in prison because of the assumption that they did something without there being any proof. So we know that this is a reoccurring theme. And I think that it's time for us to actually make some punitive damages along with making sure that people spend some time when they do these types of things. And actually, we had a big discussion today on social media. Now, we know that there are those laws that are out there that if you make a false report to police, then it can be a misdemeanor and you can spend up to 6 months in jail. And also there could be criminal fines that are associated with that. We need to have a national law that when these people pick up the phone and they know that this is racially motivated, that they're trying to get the police engaged in a process that could be, literally take people's lives away, that there's a cost. One, they shouldn't be wasting the police's time. And two, they shouldn't be putting black men and other men of color or other people of color's lives in danger. And I think that if we start penalizing people when they make these false and misleading statements, that it will be one piece of the puzzle in helping to make change actually happen.
Melik, I don't give a damn about this white woman. I don't care about her tears. I don't care if she's lost her job. I don't care if she's lost her dog. The reality is, Amy Cooper, her actions could have led to the death of another black man. Remember what happened in that damn Walmart when somebody white called the cops in Ohio, and John Crawford III was in there on a cell phone, had an air gun, and that person told the cops this person was waving this armed gun in the store, and the cops came there with SWAT, busted in, yelled for him. Crawford turned this way. They fired. John Crawford is dead because some white person got scared.
This is not even John Crawford. We can actually bring up Tamir Rice. Remember, there was someone who called the police and said that there was a young man. Now, they described 12-year-old Tamir Rice as a young man, and he wasn't a young man at the age of 12. And when the police got there, of course, we know within 3 seconds, Tamir Rice was dead. So we've seen this thing time and time again. I totally agree with you when you were saying about the, characterizing this or focusing on where he went to school. It doesn't matter if he never went to college. I was pushing back. Some of my friends was like, and he was a Harvard graduate. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care what type of graduate he was. That didn't matter. Skip Lewis Gates was a Harvard professor. That meant nothing. It didn't stop him from being arrested, trying to get into his own home and have ultimately a beer summit later. I think that, she deserves everything that's coming to her, except, and this is where I don't agree that I don't push the notion that she should have been fired from her job. That was something that her company itself decided that they just could not risk, and she was a liability. So I think that the company was well within its right to fire her. I, myself, was not pushing for her to be fired. But I do think that there should be some type of, and I think, Mustafa's right. There are fines associated with filing false claims. Whether or not those things are actually prosecuted, I don't know. I know it was a similar thing that we saw in the Jussie Smollett case where he filed what seems to be definitely a false police report, but I don't think that anything actually happened to him from that. But the performance, the BET Arabesque film performance that this woman did with the screaming and all of that, it was so over the top, and she knew exactly what she was doing because she mentioned the fact that he was an African American because she wanted, you're talking about a dog whistle. This is exactly what that was. She knew exactly what she was doing. And like you said, she didn't bother to apologize in that statement. She could have just left the statement, but to not apologize to the man who was sitting there in front of you, whom you actually accused of trying to attack you. Now, I will say this last thing. I didn't actually hear the audio until just now because I saw the video. I was already disturbed, and I say this as a dog owner. I was already disturbed watching the video of her basically carrying this dog around with the leash around his neck. And then now that I'm hearing not just the back and forth between Amy and Christian, but I'm hearing the dog squealing itself, and I had to turn the volume down because I was like, oh yeah, that just took it off over the top for me. But they decided that she needed to be fired. Good for her. Maybe she'll think about it again the next time she makes such a claim.
Kelly, I don't give a damn. Her ass should have been fired. I keep telling all these white folks, if y'all keep showing yourselves, you keep getting fired. What needs to happen is black people should be lining up for your jobs. That's what should be happening. And so we have that segment, crazy ass white people. For people like her, these white folks are losing their minds by calling the cops on black people when it comes to just being in an Airbnb or selling some lemonade or having a barbecue or car is that much into the walkway. No, this is white entitlement where they can say, and I do not use the N-word, but this is essentially what they are saying. Nigga, I'm about to put you in check by calling the cops on you. That's what they are doing.
No, that's exactly what they were doing. I disagree with Melik in the fact that these people, these perpetrators, should not be losing their jobs. And here's why. Even if the job is not necessarily client-facing, and I've said this on your show before, if you have a client-facing job and you have racial bias, you shouldn't be in that job. And I stand by that statement. However, if you do not have a job like that where you are not client-facing, but you do something like this, now you are client-facing because this person, I can't even remember her actual name.
Amy Cooper.
Amy. What Amy just did was actually put not only herself, but everything that she represents in the spotlight. So if people see your face and they associate you with that company, guess what? People can boycott that company because she's still there. People will, try and sabotage that company because she's still there. That business will lose money, will lose its standing in the world because she's still there. And there are clauses. I don't know what it was about her contract, but there are moral clauses in a lot of people's contracts such that you shouldn't be doing basically dumb stuff such as this, so long as you are employed with this particular company. And the minute that you breach that is when you get fired. So again, I don't know what was in her contract, but even still, what she did rose to the level of such egregiousness that she did deserve to get fired because that made her a liability to that company.
Mustafa, the thing here is this here, okay? And if a person acts this way, we don't know what you might do in the office. We don't know when it comes to hiring. We don't know when it comes to other clients. And I'm telling you, here's what I keep trying to explain to people, which is why this show matters, because you're not going to have this dialogue on these other networks. White people, not all of them, but there are white people in this country who are absolutely scared to death of 2043, of this nation becoming a nation majority, people of color. And you have these folks who are freaking out, who are going to call the cops at the drop of a hat, who are going to sit here and, again, put in our place because there is fear. There is fear. And I'm sorry, I'm not giving an inch to any of these people, Mustafa. None of them. I want every single one of them to lose their jobs. I want them to be embarrassed. I want them to lose their livelihood because their white tears and fears are literally putting black people's lives on the line.
Racism has cost people of color, particularly African Americans, their lives, their livelihood, and a number of other aspects for hundreds of years now. So it's time that racism also costs those who are perpetuating it on others. And that's the way I feel about it.
Also, right now, folks, I want to talk about a black-owned company. Remember we had Mary Spio on the show with Seek.com, CEEK.com, folks, is a sister. She's from Ghana. She created her own technology company. She actually is created her own headphones. These are 360-degree 4D headphones. Go ahead, y'all. You can show the slideshow right now of these various headphones. Again, she's African. She's from African woman. Folks, these are amazing, amazing headphones. They sound great. And here's the piece. You can actually get these with a discount. Our members, the people who watch this show, you get to actually get these. Black-owned company. Go ahead and show the code, please. Use this code, RMVIP2020. If you want to buy these headphones, also their VR, a virtual reality headset. So the company is Seek.com. And again, we support black businesses. They're African Americans who are doing amazing things in technology. And that's why we support the folks at Seek.com. Seek.com, Seek.com, where you can actually get these headphones. And so y'all have it. And so please use the code RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020, and proceeds of when you purchase these headphones comes back to the show. And so that's how we do it. We support a black business. That black business is reinvesting in Roland Martin Unfiltered so we can do what we do. In America, everyone counts, and the 2020 census is how that great promise is kept. Respond today online, by phone, or by mail, and help inform hundreds of billions in funding for education, health programs, and more. Shape your future. Start at 2020census.gov. Talk about, speaking of radio, a controversial radio host at KDKA Radio in Pittsburgh. She's sitting her ass at home right now. She's been taken off the air indefinitely. The decision to take Wendy Bell off the air comes after a clip of her advocating for park rangers to shoot protesters went viral.
My easy solution for the park rangers and hopefully snipers who are going to be watching for this is to shoot on sight. Shoot, done. No more messing with monuments. You want to mess with a monument? Done. Get out.
Well, Wendy now is on indefinite suspension. Joining us right now is Lenny McAllister. Lenny's a conservative, director of Western Pennsylvania for Commonwealth Foundation. Lenny, this has gotten lots of attention there in Pittsburgh. Now, first of all, has she been fired or is she suspended indefinitely without pay? What's the status?
As of right now, definitely suspended. They were supposed to have a protest at the KDKA studios today, but only about 15 people showed up, so that didn't go as well as her supporters would have hoped that it did go. So as of right now, from what I'm hearing, is she'll be off the air for the rest of the week. So in essence, she got Friday off. She was going to probably have Labor Day off anyway. She's probably going to be off the rest of this week, and a determination will be made after that.
The thing that jumps out again, this whole notion of, wait a minute, so conservatives like her, they love the Second Amendment, but they don't like the First Amendment.
Or due process or anything else that comes with those Bill of Rights. And the shocking thing about that, Roland, is I did my shows at KDKA from that same microphone when I was a host on KDKA not that long ago. And I know what it was like to be a conservative on a station that by and large leans a little bit to the left depending on the host. So people are trying to make this out to be conservative versus liberal. But the truth of the matter is, if you're a constitutional conservative, you believe in due process, innocent until proven guilty. Let the criminal justice system deal with any type of law breaking. Unfortunately, fascism is fascism. And what she's asking for is basically justice on sight, which is the epitome of what people were talking about with police and other type of renegade forces, judge, jury, and executioner that we've been seeing in the streets for quite some time. It plays right into that narrative. And unfortunately, people have played right past that, and they're trying to make this about whether they're taking off a Trump supporter off the air when it has nothing to do with that.
Well, and again, I mean, she's saying shoot them on sight. I mean, this is a woman advocating for state-sanctioned violence against Americans.
without due process, which is a constitutional right for every single American citizen, regardless of how guilty or how much in the act you are caught. Again, let's not talk about all the different assailants that have been caught after committing violent crimes. Here in Pennsylvania, Eric Frein had killed 2 police officers, 2 state troopers, and was brought in, unmarked. He's in a jail cell right now, went through the criminal justice system, was found guilty. We have plenty of cases like that. But then when you have this as an advocacy, something that's being said, and again, she said stuff similar to this in some instances on her personal Facebook page. But to say this in the KDKA studio, which is supposed to be the quote unquote voice of Pittsburgh, a radio station that's the oldest in North America, and to advocate for this type of violence, it's un-American and it's uncalled for, and I'm glad she's off the air.
You have folks who despise protesters. We've heard this sort of language before. And again, you have this. It amazes me when I hear conservatives, especially those on Fox News and conservative radio talk show hosts, love talking about, the victimization of black people. These are some of the biggest people who swear they're victims. Oh, I'm being attacked because I'm conservative, or I'm Republican, or I support Trump. No, you literally looked into the camera and said, take them out. Shoot protesters.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's on her. That's on her.
Yeah. And as you well know, Roland, there's a lot of conservatives that hate the victimization of black America, and they'll say that black people feel like they're too victimized, et cetera, et cetera. But the very first card they play in a debate is, I'm being victimized because I'm a conservative. This is part of the card that's being played right now with some of her supporters online, and it's just egregious, and it's you have a responsibility. We all know this on the air. We have a responsibility to speak a certain way. You can be provocative. You can push the envelope. You can say things that other people may not say in order to get them to think. But you cannot advocate for violence. And if you're a constitutional conservative, you're never supposed to be able to talk outside the realms of the Constitution, because that's when you start getting into the extra-American things. That's when you start talking about socialism, communism, or fascism. And it's amazing how in these modern times, even with somebody like Wendy Bell, my fascism is fine, your fascism is un-American. Because that's basically what she's saying, and a lot of what her supporters are saying right now. And I say none of the fascism is right. Either we have a constitution or we don't. And that's exactly why people are protesting in the streets today.
She should be off the air. Let's see if they actually take her off it completely. We'll see. All right, Lady McAllister, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. God bless.
Appreciate it. Kelly, should she come back on the air?
No. What she did was unconstitutional, period. This isn't about, like you said, this is not about political party lines. This is about you literally violating your own protection, being the First Amendment. Basically, you can say almost whatever you want under First Amendment protections, but for inciting violence, and that's exactly what she did. And considering her base and her audience, I don't know what the numbers are in terms of ratings and how wide her audience is, but the fact that she said that at all, I don't care if it's to one person, you violated the First Amendment constitutional protection for free speech by doing so. So no, she should not be back on the air. What she did was jeopardize the integrity of the First Amendment, and other radio hosts who do programming such as shock value, like I'm thinking, like Howard Stern and even Rush Limbaugh, things like that. I haven't heard Rush Limbaugh say anything like that either. And he's something in the conservative party. So the fact that she said something so outrageous.
Rush says some ignorant stuff.
Huh? He has, but I personally do not recall him saying outright, blatantly say, shoot some protesters. Now, if he has, I stand corrected.
He said other stuff, but Mustafa, stay and go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can say what you want, don't incite violence.
Right, Mustafa. Right, Mustafa, stay or go.
She has to go. But the question is, why did KDKA actually hire her when she had been fired before by WTAE? They saw the things that she said, and they decided to fire her. So no one did their due diligence before they hired her for KDKA.
All right. Millet, stay or go?
Yeah, she has to go.
And I think, and that's something that Lenny was actually talking about, there's a responsibility that it's different between, I don't advocate it regardless. I'm always pushing back on people, even online, who advocate for violence or praise or getting happy because someone died or is ill or something like that. But when you have a platform, you have a responsibility, and that's why I'm careful not to advocate for any type of violence. What she did was advocate for violence. I'm sure her defense is that I was just trying to be provocative. Well, you shouldn't have the space for that type of provocativism, because that is literally advocating for violence. So no, and from my perspective, she lost the public's trust, and she should not be in a forward-facing position like that again.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Seek.com, folks, a black-owned company founded by Mary Spiel. They got a couple of great products, folks. So this is their virtual reality headset. Allows for you to actually pop this open. You drop your cell phone right into here, close it up, and then you're able to watch VR content right here with this headset. So actually it's pretty cool. So you don't just put it on, and then this is how it looks. And so what then happens, you can watch the content that's on Seek.com, and trust me, it's pretty cool when you sit here and you feel like you're actually in the room. And so you can also watch 360-degree video on YouTube or your own video as well. So with these headsets right here, then of course they have their 360-degree 4D headphones, which are great. They have this microphone you can attach to this for gamers who want to actually use this while they're also playing. That fell down there. Then you also have that's the headset. Then also their Bluetooth. Look at the music. So I listen to it when I go walking. I love listening to it. Great bass. Again, a 360-degree travels across your head. If you want to order one or both of these, or even you want to subscribe to Seek.com, go to CEEK.com. Use the promo code right here, RMVIP2020. RMVIP 2020 to get these products. Certainly make for great gifts. And so we certainly appreciate them being a partner here at Roland Martin Unfiltered, where we also support black entrepreneurs who are also doing some great things. And so to Mary Spiel and her team, thanks a bunch for that. All right, y'all. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Y'all know what time it is.
Uh-oh.
Girls are allowed. I'm white. I got you, huh?
Illegally selling water without a permit
On my property.
Whoa! Hey!
You don't live here. I'm uncomfortable.
Black man sitting in his car, white woman rolls up on him. He's like, what do you want? I live here. She goes, no, you don't.
Let's do it.
Go ahead.
I already did.
Good.
On your way.
Good.
Right here.
This lady's crazy, y'all. I'm at my house.
Michael, these white folks are acting like we're back in South Africa where you had to present your papers to prove to them your citizenship.
Absolutely. By the way, you always do that extra line of research. Did she lose her job or anything? Because I love when you do that with those folks.
We're waiting on that. We're waiting on that. Well, we certainly she should be losing it shortly. But Amisha, that's really what we're dealing with. This whole deal of who are you? What are you doing here? Where these folks feel they have the right to challenge black folks who simply are existing.
It's always completely baffling to me that there's an expectation that a complete stranger who walks up on you, you now owe them some type of residency papers, or you owe them, the showing of your lease. It's I have never seen a person in my building or around my building that I felt it necessary to go and ask to whether or not they live there. I just haven't. So there's something that is within these individuals that gives them some sense of urgency, a sense of,
No, Amisha. Amisha, it's whiteness. What it is, it's no different than the video that we showed when the brother was just walking his dog and the white woman rolled up. Or the sister who went to go pick up somebody, I guess, put out up there, if you want some dog food, just come and get it. I think it was some notice in the neighborhood, and the sister went and picked it up, and then a white man followed her all around. And he was like, well, who are you? Where'd you come from? What did you pick up? Show me the dog food. I mean, no, it's whiteness. What it is, I'm telling you, this is just like during slavery, during Jim Crow, South Africa apartheid. I, being white, have the absolute right to question you regardless of anything. That's what it is.
And we had
then call the police when you don't respond.
Hold on. Amisha, go ahead and Rob.
And then call the police when you don't respond as if you owe them something. I think that, it escalates beyond I'm just trying to figure out who lives here, which is also inappropriate. Now it is, I'm going to call the police because your mere existence on this property means that you're illegal.
Rob?
Something you've done is illegal.
Yep, I was 12 years old. The police were called to me when I was playing video games at an actual bowling alley. The police pulled up, assumed, and actually listened to the manager of the bowling alley, said that I threatened his life. None of that actually happened. This happens all the time. And this is the power of social media. This is the benefit. This is being exposed. And it's been allowed to go on. It needs to stop. We need to end it. And this needs to end right now.
Let me tell you something right now, okay? Let me just be real clear. Anybody white, if your punk ass walk on my property and ask me to prove that's my house, I'm going to call the cops. First of all, I'm going to call the cops on your ass for trespassing. Let me be real clear. Now, let me tell y'all something in Texas. I'm letting y'all know. This ain't like, let me be real clear with y'all. That story out of Michigan where they were in the mall and a white woman pulled a gun out on a black woman and her two daughters, and then her and her husband got arrested. Let me tell y'all something in Texas. When somebody step foot on your property, you got the right to defend yourself. That's also staying your ground. I'm trying to warn white people. Y'all are going to roll up on the wrong brother or sister, and you going to come get in somebody's face on their property, and they going to shoot your ass. And they going to say, you were threatening, you were on my property, challenging me, and they going to invoke stand your ground. I'm telling you. We do this segment, and white folks need to understand, you cannot keep rolling up on black folk acting like you the popo, and you have the right to demand to see our ID and question that we live somewhere. I'm telling you, it's not going to end well for somebody, Michael. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
And the other tip that Roland, you always mention, besides white folks losing their jobs when they act stupid, what do you tell them to do? Turn their phone sideways so you get the full.
That's right.
Vision.
That's right. Turn your phone horizontal or landscape so we can get the full look right there on the video. Absolutely. That's what we want y'all to do. I'm telling you, look, man. This thing is real. There's to Amisha's point. They have this whole. I got the right to question you. The woman yesterday. Oh, I know everybody who lives in the neighborhood. How the hell your ass know everybody? All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, we support black-owned companies right here on Roland Martin Unfiltered. Well, Seek.com is one of those companies. Mary Spio, she is the founder. She is the architect, the inventor of these two products here. These are virtual VR headset where you can pop your phone right in. You can watch a 360-degree video right from your phone with this particular headset. You can also go to their website, Seek.com, and look at the programming that they have that's also virtual reality. They also have these great headphones right here, folks. Allows you to listen to music. If you're a gamer, you can also do that. 360-degree headphones, 4D. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. All you got to do is simply go to and use this promo code. If you want to get either one of those items, go to promo code is right there. RMVIP 2020. RMVIP 2020. Pop that in. Will allow you to be able to get the products. That's how you can support them and how you can support Roland Martin Unfiltered. And so again, seek.com, CEEK.com. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
No charcoal grills are allowed.
I'm white. I got you, huh?
Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
In Torrance, California, this crazy-ass white woman is being nominated for Karen of the Year.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? Next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
Right. They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to
but
yourself.
You had these
Why
stairs
don't
and
you go
that
somewhere
stairs?
else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Oh, you
Get
need
the fuck out of this world. Get the fuck out of this state. Go back to whatever fucking Asian country you belong in.
Okay,
you
racist.
Fucking bitch. This is not your place. This is not your home. We do not want you here. You put that on Facebook. I hope you do. Because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out. Don't you ever say, oh, Jesus, to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch.
There's other stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank you.
You're fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck wears black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
Reese, that woman was a little bit more calmer than my ass would have been with Karen cussing me out like that.
They know. I've heard a statement, and I believe that white people started it, but it's monkey know which tree to climb, and they know who to try and who not to try. Because I wouldn't have picked up the camera because I need to set up, you know how some people do, I won't say white folks, but you know how some people set up their pre-checks and their calls? It would have been all, don't hit me, don't attack me, and I would have been wearing her ass out. Listen, you can carry a phone or you can carry some mace. If you ain't got hands, guess what? Then you need to be walking around with some mace, and as soon as these folks come into your face, shh, mace them all up in the face. Get them all out your space. It's a threat. She was all up in that woman's face with COVID-19. She ain't have no mask on. She was going off. Oh, no, it would have been some, I don't want to say violence, but it would have been a different kind of exchange where she understood I'm not the one.
Erica?
This is my mace. And so I am very well trained. And I agree with Reese. I believe that those folks know or believe that they know who it is that they can run up on. Definitely can't be a sister. And we're starting to see this really as white people are beginning to lose their mind because they're understanding the power that they believe that they once held, the spell that folks were under this belief of their power. They're seeing that is going away, and they're seeing that that authority that protected them via law enforcement is being challenged as well. So we'll continue to see more of these recorded incidents, but be very clear. You run up on a sister, especially this one with locks, your mace is going to feel real different.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, folks, Black-owned company, Mary Spiel. She created these amazing headphones, 360-degree headphones, 4D. Gamers love them. I love them with music. Of course, you can even talk on them. They're Bluetooth. Just great set of headphones. We have a great partnership with them. If you go to seek.com, CEEK.com, use this promo code RMVIP2020, RMVIP VIP 2020 for you to be able to check these, to get these headphones. And so, yeah, real cool. They're great. So if y'all going to be out there and you're buying JBL and Bose and the rest of these companies, hey, you might as well support a black-owned company with these headphones. Seek.com, CEEK.com. And again, promo code is RMVIP 2020, RMVIP 2020. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Man, this weekend, this video was posted on Instagram. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I saw it. And I said, my God, I've got to get this father on the show. He follows me on Instagram. I sent him a DM. But first, y'all have seen the video, but it is still shocking every time we see it. This crazy, deranged-ass white woman, the latest Karen. Watch this, y'all.
Show me this is my phone.
Show me. No.
You don't have to explain nothing to her.
Take the case off. That's mine. Literally, get it back, please.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No. Okay, then show me the. Show me on my.
You get a life
over there. No, what's on your background?
You better go use find my iPhone. Go do that.
Find my iPhone is on. On now, right
no, you can't. No.
I'm the manager of the hotel.
I don't care.
He will
this
right
is my
now.
son.
Hey,
did you see me just come downstairs out of the fucking elevator?
I'm trying to help. Man.
No, but you're not helping.
I am.
What you've been is disrespectful.
No, I'm trying to settle the situation.
My son has nothing to do with her.
No.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the lobby.
Then show me the proof. No, he's not leaving. Show me the proof.
Are you kidding me? You better get on.
I need you away.
Let's go, kid.
I'm sorry.
Better get on. We have you see two black people?
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Wait. Better get on somewhere.
No, please get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Listen, get your.
And that was only 1 minute of the video. It's a much longer video that the hotel has. Keon Harold joins us right now. He is a musician. Keon, welcome to Roland Martin Unfiltered.
You doing, Roland?
So how long did this encounter actually take place?
It was probably a minute before I started recording, and it's probably maybe 5 minutes after it stopped. Because when she came at me, I guess the phone stopped recording.
So tell our folks what we didn't see. Because we see her coming at you. What didn't we see?
Was my son and I, we stayed up late at night after Christmas, and we got up, and I was like, you know what, son, let's go get some brunch. Let's go downstairs and get some brunch. So we come downstairs in the elevator. We make these 2 quick little right turns, and you're right in the lobby. The minute we got into the lobby, this person looked at us like we were red and she was a bull. Like, she looked at my son and she pointed at him and she said, he has my phone. It's him. He's got it. Give me my phone. And she went right to him. And before that, I really couldn't believe it. Seriously, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. And then immediately, my instinct said, you know what, let me start recording because some things just get out of hand really, really quickly. You just never know these days. So I started recording, and the rest is what it is. So literally dealing with her, telling, they're wrongfully accusing my son. He's 14 years old. I mean, that's my boy, my baby. And, literally treating him like he had no rights, like they had all rights over him. And I just wasn't okay with that at all. I mean, I've been all over the world with the best artists, from Jay-Z to Beyonce to Rihanna to everybody. And I'm a whole man, and I want my son to be that way. And I just can't have anybody talking to him any kind of way and just disrespecting his property and just his person and his body. So I just wouldn't allow it to happen. After the video cut off, It went on for, like I said, maybe 4 or 5 more minutes of this person literally trying to get to my son, scratching me, taking him down. Like literally this person was irate. I can't even make this stuff up. I mean, I'm still in shock about the whole incident. And I mean, it's literally like I don't know. I can't make up what it is. It's not like a movie. Go ahead.
What was strange to me, Keon, was the manager acting like she was in the right.
He came. I mean, he was there with her and basically empowering her, enabling her to basically shake my son down for his phone, for his property. And obviously, I paid for the phone, and no one else had the right to basically say, "Hey, boy, show me your papers." That's what it was like to me. Show me your papers. And it was just not going down with me. My son has his rights. My son, I want him to keep his dignity. Because in America, the problem is, as Black people, as people of color, sometimes our dignity is cut in half, and we need to have whole dignity. And I just wouldn't allow them to just take it from them that easily in that way. The manager basically wanted to use his quote unquote authority as a manager at the hotel to get my phone, to get my son's phone out of his pockets, to give to this lady who literally was not even a patron at the time. And I was a paying patron at the time. And
of course, we heard you basically saying, "Oh, hell no, don't you hand that phone over."
No, not at all. You're not getting this phone. He doesn't owe you anything, and no. Because it happens, and it's been happening for way too long, and we all know it. And the problem with with this incident is that it is something that we see every day. We see it all too often. And if I wasn't me, maybe this probably would have been swept under the rug as well. Nobody would have ever seen it if I hadn't videoed it, and then it would have been another incident of somebody's going wild and getting away with it.
So tell me this, Keon. First off, were y'all there when the Uber driver came up with her phone?
We were at the restaurant, like at some point. Literally, I don't know if I've ever been in shock, but as I play this back, as I go through day to day, I think I was in shock because we were eating. And, literally, I'm still, just basically couldn't believe that this had happened. I mean, I'm a professional. And my son is an amazing kid. We try to do the best for him. And just incidents like that is just not what we do. And the fact that this actually happened in this establishment and it was basically empowered by the management, I don't know, it put me somewhere else. I'm still somewhere else when it comes down to it. We were eating and we come back in, and I guess she was gone, but she had come back to, I guess, call the Uber or something. Somebody brought her phone back. I don't know what taxi company or Uber or Lyft, whatever it was. They brought it back and she got her phone. To no apology, to anything, to what had happened with my son. I mean, they totally disrespected my son. In a major way. And I just thank God that I was actually there to be with them. It's so often that the parent is not there with the child. If I had to come down a little bit later, I couldn't imagine what I'd have done if these people were on my son, because I'm a big guy. I'm 6 foot, like 220, 230. And, they really didn't care. They didn't hear anything that I had to say. As I told her, why don't you use the Find My iPhone feature? Everybody uses that I know. When you lose your phone, that was not enough for her.
I mean, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Was hilarious, Keon. When I was in Miami for American Black Film Festival, we were at a reception, and that was a sister who came there, and then she went, "Oh my God, I lost my phone," and so she was freaking out, and I said, "All you got to do is, here's my phone." I said, "I log out. You put in your Apple ID username, and then your account comes up. Ping your phone." That's exactly what she did. Pinged her phone, the Uber driver brought her phone back. That's how it works. But what gets me is she never apologized. The hotel has said, first of all, what was the name of the hotel? And because the parent company has said they have reached out to you. And so let's first. No apology from her. Did the manager ever apologize?
No. As far as like all of that to me is pretty blurry because it happened so fast and so.
Got it.
It's like I don't like. No, it was a blur, and so much so that.
So
it's still unbelievable, man.
So the hotel says the hotel company says they've reached out to you. Have you talked to them? And what is next? Has the woman been identified? What do you want to happen next? Because she assaulted you and your son.
Absolutely. So my attorney, Ben Crump, and we basically are, filing charges and trying to see what's next in the process. Legally and
hold on. You said Keon, you said filing charges. Has she been identified?
Identified.
Say it again.
Right.
Action's breaking up. Has she or has she not been identified?
She's been identified.
Got it. Okay, got it. So y'all are going to file charges against her for assault against you and your son.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Yes, we intend to file charges.
Well, Keon, this is look, the reality is you're absolutely right. Had you not pulled your camera out and recorded it, it would not have gotten this attention, which is one of the reasons why I keep telling our folks, look, this shouldn't have to be the case. You've got these crazy deranged folks out here. A lot of folks, there are a lot of folks out there, white women and others, who are challenging black people, as you said, demanding papers. And the reality is we must stand our ground and assert our rights. And you did the right thing by fighting for your son and making it perfectly clear you don't have to bow down to anybody who is demanding you turn over your phone as if you were a thief. And that's exactly what this woman tried to do.
Absolutely. And, at this point, it's been too long, and we're going into 2021. We've had one black president. We're going to have we have president-elect, vice president-elect right now.
Right.
As at this time, it's time for change. It's time for, no matter what you do, no matter what you look like, to be treated as a full-fledged whole person. We're not 3/5 a man anymore. And the idea that we need respect, our kids need respect, our young black boys, need to feel whole and feel protected wherever they go, no matter, being, falsely identified as, whatever, a thug or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I deserve to be here. I paid my money to be in that establishment. We deserve to be there. We didn't deserve to be treated wrongly. We didn't deserve to be categorized as somebody who needed to offer up our property just because somebody asked for it. It's time out for that. And to me, it's more than an apology now. It's about change.
Right. You're right. Keon, we appreciate it, my brother. Thanks a lot. Give our best to your son.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Roland.
Thank you very much, sir. Candace, I want to go to you quickly, go to my panel quickly before I go to a quick break and then do some interviews here with some folks here in Albany. Candace, this is where lawyers, Ben Crump is the attorney, this is where you take folk and they got to pay for what they did to him and his family.
That's right. And, one of the biggest takeaways, too, that I get from this is that here was a father and a son who were going to have a nice brunch. And then all of that was displaced by this. And this is what that young man is going to remember when it comes to Christmas 2020. All that we're doing was going downstairs to eat. And then this is what happened. So yes, this is more than just an apology. This is somebody that has to pay, because this is a woman that was trying to steal this young man's phone because that phone did not belong to her. Then she libeled him by calling him a thief. And then, as he said, as the father said, I mean, he was in shock. So you have a lot of emotional distress that was there. Civil rights violations by the hotel. I mean, the list goes on. You know, Benjamin Crump took this case for a reason. Let's put it that way.
To simply say, I'm sorry, that's right, charge her ass as quick as possible.
Absolutely. And I think those charges, hopefully also the judge or whoever the finder of fact is in this case you got to start having some harsher penalties as a deterrent. So folks will look up and say, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea, like the Central Park case. I don't know if that's been adjudicated yet or if that's been completed and what happened with her. But slapping folks on the wrist for making a mistake is not going to get it done. As Candace mentioned, you have to do something that's going to deter people. You got to change behavior. And we talk about this, obviously, with police shootings as well. Until you change behavior, these kind of things are going to persist. And I'm glad he took video, because without the video, everything would be different. Oh, I never said that. Oh, it didn't go down like that. The video speaks for itself. Great evidence. I'm glad Mr. Crump is taking the case.
Bottom line, Rena, I want them to embarrass the hell out of this woman. And for the next person who thinks about doing that, they go, damn, I might be on national television if I act a fool.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking for her name for a while, so I don't know where it is yet. I'm looking forward to it coming out, because she looks like just sort of any normal woman that you would run into in New York City, sort of. And I think one thing that grabbed me as a communicator is the nonverbals. And right when the video started, within a first few seconds, you can see her lightly put her hand on the shoulder of the manager, sort of saying, that's him. And to me, that sort of act of her putting her hand on the shoulder of the manager, who she probably didn't know before, it's sort of is that nonverbal that sort of says, hey, of course it's him. He's black. I mean, it's sort of that kinship. You're white, you get my plight. He's black. It must be him. And this is the problem. And so this is, I couldn't agree more with Mr. Brown there. I mean, I think here we are. This is about changing the way people see black people. This is really about white people and how they see black people. And then even white people, how they see brown people like me. I mean, my brother is far darker in complexion than me and has been mistaken for somebody black before. And that doesn't matter, because this is the thing. It's like, if your color is not white, are we not right? Are we suddenly thieves because we're darker than you because we have melanin in our skin? Are we suddenly like predisposed to committing a crime like that, especially a petty crime? And just wild to me that this woman, and she clearly was suffering from some mental illness. I really do. She was very agitated and in a way that was to me not normal.
No. I ain't giving mental illness. It's some No, damn that. It's some ignorant, crazy ass white people out here and white women who act a fool.
Like
the woman in Central. No. I've seen this too many cases. Is folks with privilege. The woman who called on the barbecue in Oakland when you had the woman who the brother was barely parked into the median and she called the cops. The white woman who called on the black woman with the lemonade stand. I could go. The white woman with the UPS driver. The brother's wearing a damn brown uniform. It says UPS. The white man with the FedEx driver. I can go on and on and on. It ain't mental illness. White supremacy is not mental illness. It's white supremacy. And that's what that was. Pure and simple.
I do agree.
All right, folks,
I do agree with that.
Today, but I'm not going to just let them slide with mental illness.
I'm not saying it needs to be medicated. I'm saying she had a crazy look in her eye.
It needs to be no. It needs to be adjudicated. Throw her punk ass in jail and make her pay up for assaulting that man and his son. Michael. Well, guess what? And make our ass real famous.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win.
This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right. Y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed.
I'm white. I got you, huh?
Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
So we ran up against another Karen Gregg in a convenience store. And let's just say, Reese, she got a little bold. She got a little loose with the language. And Erica, let's just say she met Layla Ali.
I'm not here, Karen. My husband is right there with his black ass. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
All I said was excuse me.
The fuck? Watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
I said excuse me.
Okay, I said excuse me, and you got hella rude with me. You got hella rude with me. All I did was walk past you. All I did was walk past you. You start talking about your black husband. I don't give a fuck about your black husband. Just because you suck black dick don't mean you're not a racist. You just suck all of it. You can call me a nigga all you want to. Bitch, I'm gonna fucking ass in this store, bitch. Call me a nigga again. Call me a nigga again. Call me a nigga again. Say the word nigga, bitch. I'm the right one. Try it. That's what the fuck I thought. Watch your fucking mouth.
Excuse me.
The wrong nigga. I'm the wrong nigga. I'll beat your ass in this motherfucking store. I will beat your ass. Say nigga again.
Nigga.
You didn't hear what the fuck I just said, bitch? You didn't hear what the fuck I just said, bitch? Bitch, that's the, I'm the right.
You got it.
Let me go. Let me go. You better let me go. I'm gonna hit your ass again. You better let me go. You better let me go, bitch.
Hey, she's down.
Let me go.
I'm sorry to get in the middle, but she's down.
Let me go. 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 Keep calling me a nigger and let me go. The fuck? Weird ass bitch. I come to this bitch all the time. Bitch, I'm the right one. Call 911 and tell them.
Call 911 and tell them, Reese.
Boy, you notice she had the nerve to sit up there and say, all I said was excuse me. No, bitch, you called her the N-word and she mollywopped you as she should. And to the bystander talking about, I hate to get in the middle of it, but she's down. So what? Knock her down some more. Because people need to learn. I'm tired of all these docile videos going viral where people let these white folks talk to them any old kind of way and everybody applauds them for how gracious they are and, oh, you were so poised and, oh, you just kept your composure. No, sometimes you need to knock some sense into some of these folks. And she got the sense knocked into her that day.
Greg, we keep warning them. Y'all gonna run up against the wrong one, and it ain't gonna end well.
Brother, in July 1919, Claude McKay published his poem, If We Must Die, Let Us Nobly Die. And when she says, call 911 and tell them, she's saying, you crossed the threshold where I don't even care about any consequences. Call whoever you want. And like you said, like we've been saying now for years at this point, you've been running crazy ass white people. She said the thing we always say: one day you're going to roll up on the right one. She said, "I am the right one."
Right.
I mean, but there's so much going on in that video, brother. I mean, the ironies. Here, this white woman is with a mask on. Here, this sister is without a mask on. And you're looking at this, and so when she hits her, the whole thing is triggered by that white woman standing there, and you can see the wheels turning in her mind. Am I going to make a stand for my white nationalism and call this woman the N-word one more time? And when she finally decides to do it, she gets squared up and gets that two-piece, bang, bang. And like when the man says, she's down, that sister right there has not only put herself in danger, but I'll end with this. Like Claude McKay, when he wrote If We Must Die, it was during the Red Summer, brother. The big conflagration that happened in Chicago that summer, the race war that took place in Chicago, it is attested that they were throwing rocks at a black kid trying to swim in the river in Lake Michigan, and they start throwing rocks at him, and next thing you know, everything sets off. It might be a fist fight like that that sends this country up in flames, brother. That's how close we are.
Absolutely.
So y'all better back up.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, fam, the folks at Seek.com, founded by Mary Spio, a sister, of course. She is the inventor, the creator of these devices, this virtual reality headset right here. You saw it in the video there. And also the 360-degree 4D headphones. You can actually get these with a discount because they partner with us at Roland Martin Unfiltered. Right here, here's the code, RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020. First of all, folks, the headsets are phenomenal. The headphones are absolutely phenomenal. And of course, the VR headset is great because you just pop your phone, put it into the device, and you can actually see video in virtual reality. So it's real cool. Go to Seek.com, Seek.com, CEEK.com, and use the promo code RMVIP2020. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
Girls are allowed. I'm white. I got you, Carl. Illegally selling water without a permit on my property. Whoa! Hey! Give me your ID. You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, Amisha, I'll say this last one for you. This is probably one of the wildest Karens we've had to encounter.
Karen, are you okay?
I understand what happened.
Can you explain to me calmly?
No, because you're attacking me right now.
I'm not attacking you. Ma'am, you flicked me off.
You're ready to take it.
Guys, this is her license plate number. She lives here. This is her address.
This is not true. No.
Karen, you flipped me off. You cut me off and flipped me off, and now you're playing the victim. Ma'am, would you like to calm down? Guys, she flipped me off. She literally flipped me off, and then she tried to come home. She's Karen. Karen, would you like to calm down and have a conversation? Why you? Am I attacking her? Ma'am, I'm not attacking you. You flipped me off, and you thought you could get away with it. You didn't think I would find you.
I will talk to you if you will stop.
She can apologize for calling me a nigger and flipping me off. I'm trying to talk to you. My name is Carlos. Would you like to speak to me? This is what we get. Ma'am, why are you sitting here crying? What have I done to you? Ma'am, what have I done to you?
You're gonna ruin my life and you don't even know me.
So you can go around the city and flip people off and cut me off. So you didn't flip me off. Ma'am, I'm trying to let you talk. Do you know her? You cannot sit. She literally flipped me off. She cut me off. I have it on camera. She flipped me off 3 blocks away, and then she slammed on her brakes. I have it on my Instagram. And then I got on my car, and I was like, ma'am, why are you following me? Why? She literally followed me. So then I followed her back home, and I said, ma'am, why are you harassing me? Ma'am, listen for about what? Can I speak to you? You're going to ruin my life and you don't even know me. See, Amisha, I keep trying to tell these white folk, y'all might want to stop acting a fool. Now, she did all that screaming, covered up her license plate. Boo, you've gone viral. You've gone viral. But again, there are these people who think they can call us the N-word, treat us like crap, but when they get hit with this is the great equalizer. And I'm sorry, I have absolutely no compassion for her.
She wasn't bothered by anything except the fact that this was going to be released. If she was so worried, she would not have cut this man off, called him the N-word, followed him, because this was, in his iteration, he was following her back. She was more afraid of being identified and outed for exactly what she did than she was bothered by her own activities. Then she gets down in the fetal position and starts wailing and acting like she was so afraid as though this man was charging at her or beating her or something. He's standing many yards back and recording. At the end of the day, it frustrates me that there are a lot of white people who are more afraid of a camera being shown after they've committed said racist acts than they are of committing said racist acts to begin with. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that the veil of the camera today has been lifted and that corporations, businesses, friends and neighbors and everyone else is paying attention to people for doing their everyday white racist things.
And again, I just keep trying to explain to these people, Brittany. If y'all go out there acting a fool, your ass might be featured in Crazy Ass White People segment.
Listen, sure will. And that's on them. I mean, I love Amisha's point. At the end of the day, she didn't care about what she did. She didn't care about being the racist Karen that she was. She cared that she was about to get caught. She was going to go viral and she potentially could lose her job. That's all she cared about. And I've never seen anything like that. Was an adult throwing a full-on tantrum. That man was nowhere near her. And the scary part is, let the wrong person have been there or let him not got it on camera. The way that she was wailing, if the police showed up, we know how that goes. Scary times.
Pola can't, but did y'all miss the part where she said, I have a black husband? Y'all missed that part?
Yes, I missed that. Oh, wow.
Y'all got to pay attention, y'all. She said in her wailing, I have a black husband.
No.
Does she call him a nigga too?
I have no idea, but
All right, folks, back to that Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Seek.com is a partnership with them, where, of course, Mary Spiel, she's the founder of Seek.com. She is the inventor of these 360-degree 4D headphones. Unbelievable sound. Folks, you can use this for gaming. You can also, of course, with music, videos, you name it. And so what's great about this is that the sound actually, so when you're listening, it literally travels all around your head as opposed to normal headphones. And so I really, really do like these listening to music. Like I say, they have a microphone that you can attach to it, but you can use this when you're playing video games. And so they have a partnership with them. So if you want to buy these headphones, you go to Seek.com, but use this promo code RMVIP2020. RMVIP2020 to actually join. So please take advantage of that. want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, y'all know what time it is.
Oh no.
I'm white. I got you, huh? Illegally selling water without a permit
On my property.
Whoa! Hey! Give us your right.
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, man, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a lot of these crazy folk out here. They ain't got no sense whatsoever. This California Karen went to her black neighbor's home. Yeah, went to the black neighbor's home. Accused his pit bull of biting her dog. The man said, what the hell are you talking about? I got it all on videotape. Then she told him, what kind of how y'all acting? How y'all acting? Y'all, roll this video.
We're raised around black people. And all most of them were very nice.
I got everything
You know
on
what?
camera. So you can leave, please. You can get off my property. My dog has never messed with your dog.
You ever do anything to me again, I'll call the police.
Call the police. Everything's on camera. I'll be happy to show him. I don't
want to see that dog outside.
Well, he's going to be outside because I have a right to have him just like every other person in here. He ain't done nothing to you. He ain't done nothing to your dog.
Why are you so nasty?
I'm nasty by explaining to you that my dog hasn't done anything wrong. You came over here to my house on my property.
But the dog came to my property.
Look, I've been nice to you. I've helped you and your family. I've always talked to you.
You've never helped me in my family. You've never done a goddamn thing.
You coming over here?
All you've done is been negative.
No, I haven't. I'm going to ask you to please leave my property. I don't know if you're just having a bad day or whatever, but today ain't.
I'm not having a bad day, but you know what? You're a black person in a white neighborhood, and you're acting like one. Why don't you act like a white person in a white neighborhood?
Keep it up. It's all on camera.
I don't give a shit what it is
All
on
right,
camera.
well, you can go back over to your house, and you can have a nice day. That's what you can do. And I'm going to keep walking my dog around this neighborhood.
And I look forward every time You know, your parents were nice.
My parents, if
they were very nice.
Say the same
Is there a problem to why you're yelling on our property?
It's all right. She can.
Would you come over here?
She got a taser. It's all on camera.
You said what?
I have a small little dog.
Okay, but you don't have to talk to anybody in any disrespectful type of way.
You have a pit bull that came after her.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
When?
It's on camera.
Today, right now.
Can we see the footage?
I got the footage right here.
Let's see.
So when she lies and calls
And also, let's record you coming over here with a whole taser.
Why don't you record everything you can?
It is recording right now.
We're not talking about anything except that I have a small little dog and you have a pit bull.
And you're yelling with a taser. Why?
I brought it over here
For
because
why?
of the dog. The dog attacked my dog.
The dog's not even outside, ma'am.
He was outside. He was in front here.
He attacked him. Where's your dog?
He didn't attack the dog. I have it on camera.
You know what?
What?
You guys are acting like black people, and you should act like black people.
We what?
I was raised in Oklahoma around black
Wait,
people.
can you repeat that one more time? We're acting like what?
I was raised in Oklahoma City, where there were tons of black people.
But we're acting like what?
You're acting like people that aren't normal.
Okay. This will be
You're
real
acting like
nice
people that
when
aren't
you're on
normal.
the news, when you're on social media, get the fuck off the property.
Get off our
Get the
property.
fuck
You know,
off the
I have a
property.
top secret clearance. You
I
know
don't
what
give
these
a
people
fuck,
are?
bitch. Get the fuck off the property.
Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Since we're acting like black people. Right? We're acting like black people, and that's not normal.
Most people don't act like you do.
How are we acting? How are we acting? You came over here with a taser.
I came over here because your pit bull attacked my little dog.
He didn't attack your dog. Not at all.
Your son was out here with it.
And he didn't attack the dog. The dog, I saw the dog. I saw you pet the dog. You
I
pet
didn't
the
pet
dog.
the dog. I just pet the dog because I wanted to see if he was okay.
You didn't pet the dog, but you pet the dog because you wanted to see if he was okay.
Why don't you record all this and put it on?
I am recording it. You about to be famous.
You know what? You're going to go?
You're about to be famous. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go?
You're going to go to hell.
Okay.
Because I'm going to sue the hell out of you, both of you.
All right.
All of you.
All right.
Get out.
Hello?
Hey.
Where are you?
Right over here.
How you doing? Hello, honey, cool. Yeah, your dad says it's okay. That's okay. Guys. Guys. I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do about a little dog like this? And that you go?
Ain't no pit, but he ain't done nothing to your dog.
Can you back
So
the fuck up?
what about all the other big dogs around
You
here?
know, most people in Oklahoma that were black were normal. Are you guys not normal?
I guess not.
I mean, we got along with them really well. You keep walking over here with your fucking taser.
Jerry, go in the house.
You were yelling.
Go in the house, Jerry. Go in the house. Go in the house. Let's show the world who has class and who doesn't.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Isn't it be real nice when there's hundreds of people in front of your house because you want to be a racist white woman, Karen? Back the fuck up.
Get off my property.
I'm gonna smack you know what? I have a top secret clearance. You know what's going to happen to you guys?
You're about to lose it.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Especially after this.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot that you're doing.
Yeah, you about to lose a lot.
Are you white? You wish I was, huh? Well, you look like you're white. But I was raised with black people, and they were very nice. Most of the black people I knew are very nice in Oklahoma City. Have you been to...
That conversation for me, Michael, went about 4 minutes and 40 seconds too long.
Yeah, I don't. They could have done. I mean, I don't know why they just didn't call the popo on her. It's just a shame the gall that folks have gotten and had over the last 420 some odd years, but the fact that they still have it in 2020 because of this culted personality that's been at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. She thinks she can do what she wants, call people what she wants to call them. And yeah, you're right. I wish they had just called the police on her and let them let them sort it out, because that was too long of a conversation. And it's just unfortunate.
If you walk your ass up on my property, Kelly, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And then your ass ain't got no mask on. I'm trying to tell you.
Like, that was one of the first things that I noticed. I'm like, you don't have a mask. You're not socially distant. You 3 ways to Sundays types of wrong. Like, there was nothing right about what this woman did. And the poor dog is looking at everybody like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm with the black man on this because this don't make no sense. I want to go home. I want to go home. Like, nothing made sense here. If there's nothing that dumb white people have, it is the audacity, the caucasity, if you will. Because the fact that she felt comfortable enough to be in my space on my property, like, no, I don't have the patience for that. She would have been on the ground within 30 seconds if she was in my face for that long.
I'm just saying. I mean,
absolutely no sense to
I'm
me.
telling you.
Kudos to that family for having the patience and the grace necessary to navigate that situation well. But I can tell you right now, it could not be.
And Michael, the husband, really knew that the wife was about to go #team, get that ass on her. He was like, go on in the house, because he heard the intensity of her voice. She's like, she about to whoop your ass. So let me just go ahead, go on the house, go on the house. That he was trying to say to the white woman.
Like, I'm trying to save your life.
She dropped the B word, 3 or 4 times? That should give you an indication she's about to go off on her.
Hey, she was letting her know right then, like, look, it's about to be a problem up in here. So y'all might want to go ahead and get this little nonsense straightened out. But, I'm telling you, that's how these folks roll.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, y'all, you know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed.
I'm white. I got you, huh?
Illegally selling water without a permit?
On my property.
Whoa! Hey! Give me your right! You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, we do not condone violence, any violence whatsoever. But the moment somebody touch you, the law says that's self-defense. This woman in this video, the white woman, is a Mississippi elections commissioner. I think she gonna think twice the next time she try to touch a black woman. Roll it.
Because ever since I've been standing here, y'all been
Ain't nobody, ain't no y'all.
even gave you.
I just woke up. I just said something to you. Don't get in your truck before you get smacked. Now, go on now. I'm asking you to get out of my face.
I'm asking you to quit pointing.
Get your hand. Get out of my face, lady. Come on, Pearl. Come on, Pearl. Come on, Pearl. Come on, Pearl. Yeah, stop. Yeah, come on, Pearl. Come on, Pearl. Stop. You get her ass to that truck. God damn it. Watch it.
She started. No, I didn't.
Ms. McClain, you started that, McClain. You walked up in her face.
I asked her what she said. And when you record this, you make sure you get the whole thing and don't slice it.
I ain't gonna slice it.
You will. And I'm pressing charges.
Well, you walked up in her face. We got everything recorded.
She said something.
We got everything recorded, Ms. McClain.
I don't care. It's always one way with y'all.
But y'all, who are y'all?
You and anybody.
Who are y'all?
You and anybody else with a phone.
Have a good day.
Oh, I will when she gets arrested.
Hey, sir. Excuse me. Yeah. We don't have any confrontations out here.
I ain't got no confrontation, Mr. Brown.
Well, what's the problem?
You stood in my truck. You won't stay over there. You're bound and determined to get in my way. And she made me.
Man, I don't know what she's talking about. She walked up into this lady's face. Yeah. Walked way over here to her face.
Over there to see what she was saying.
She's been over there off and on all morning.
Even gave her the damn sign.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. How you gonna run for something where you clown? You are the commissioner.
Because I ain't never knew you ain't clown like you.
She got it in her face. Clown, how you got the ass? What's this way up here?
Come on here.
Hey.
Eric, I keep trying to tell these folk. Y'all. She like, Sarah.
That's Erica's cousin, right? You know that's Erica's cousin.
Listen, the Southern roots run deep. And let me tell you, you run up on a sister like me, you asking for everything I'm going to give you. And this is what white supremacy wants to, they're going to miss. They're going to miss being able to just run up on black people and where you going, girl? Where you going, boy? Show me your papers. They're definitely going to miss this time where when they were walking into a building, it was, oh, let me get out of the way. And those kind of things that have just been passed down. So I'm really interested to see. I was just looking up to see if my brother Jamar Walter, who was running against the white lady that got our ass whooped, to see if he had won that election race. So much respect and hope he does in fact win. But this is the kind of stuff that we're pushing back against, and that, you know, really that a person that runs up as the fight is over, then immediately runs to the black man and say, well, what you do to Miss Sherry? Like, all that kind of like, listen.
Now, Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah, you done started that, Miss Sarah.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
All right, folks, at Seek.com, I want to thank them for being a partner with Roland Martin Unfiltered. Mary Spiel, the founder of this black-owned virtual reality company. You can watch their content at Seek.com, CEEK.com. This is one of the headsets that you can use. This virtual reality headset. Drop your phone right into here. Look at that content, that VR content on their site. Other 360-degree video puts you right there up close. And so you just pop it on like this, and then you're able literally to just sit here and put yourself in the room and see everything that's around you 360 degrees. Now, if you listen to music, folks, you can check out the music on their Seek.com headphones. These right here, folks, are 360-degree 4D headphones. The bass on these things are absolutely amazing. Surround sound. So literally when you're listening to it, the sound actually is around your whole head. Again, created by a sister. If you want to get the headset for the music or the VR headset, simply use this promo code RMVIP2020. RMVIP2020. Christmas is coming up. Some great gifts. In fact, my birthday in 9 days. So I'm just giving y'all a hint. So use a promo code RMVIP2020 and go to Seek.com. And again, we appreciate them being partners with us here at Roland Martin Unfiltered.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
All right, folks, you know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed. I'm white. I got you, Carl. Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Folks don't want to wear a mask, and this Karen went shopping and refused to wear one. Let's just say didn't go so well for her.
Shirt, no shoes, stand up, stand up. No mask, no service. Get your ass out.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to shop without a mask on.
Haven't you heard about the virus?
Your masks don't work. This has been going on for almost a year now. If they work so well, why are people still getting sick?
I wonder, stupid.
Can you answer that question?
Yes, yeah, I can, because they don't wear their mask. They don't wear their mask.
Oh, really? Is that what it is? Because one person won't wear a mask.
Goodbye.
That's why the virus is still going on after a year.
You're a dumbass.
No. You can't make your point without
she's arrested. Oh, God.
Hey, Niami, I ain't got no problem with that. You bring your ass in here with no mask, you're walking out in cuffs.
It should happen more often, quite frankly, Roland. I don't know what people need to believe that this virus is real, that yes, your one self without a mask can make other people sick. I mean, these people are dangerous, quite frankly. And so she should have been arrested. She should have been arrested when she hit the door.
And look, I'm all for patron shaming, Quadricos.
You're right, Roland. It's quite sad, quite ridiculous. I probably would have stopped her at the door. I would have called the police myself. And these people conveniently forget, right? They want to exercise constitutional powers and have a constitutional right to do it. Well, not when you are in a private company's store, right? And there are many companies across this country that have instituted policies internally that you can't walk into their stores without a mask on. So not only are you not, again, in right and moral community, but you are officially violating that company's policy by not wearing a mask. I don't know who allowed her in, but I would have stopped her at the door.
Michael, I'm telling you, these people, and I love this. Are you telling me it's been a year, people are getting this because people are not wearing masks? Yeah, dumbass. Yeah.
Exactly. Not only are they getting it, the infection rate is spreading, and the number of cases per day nationwide are increasing. Which state was that in?
I don't know. Well, Ashley, what was that in? Where's it from?
Which state or city?
Not sure. I know it was at Costco, but not sure what city. Y'all don't have a city?
So just
somebody gonna get cussed out.
Just the fact that the infection rate is spreading so quickly, and you've gone from the first 1 million cases of coronavirus in this country took 100 days. The last 1 million cases, it took 6 days. Okay, and it's because of idiots like this, and they're getting sick and spreading it to other people. So, they should take her away. They should make a public service announcement commercial about using her. Tell you the truth.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. That's back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Public employees had make getting through this pandemic possible. So one, thank you for your service. Thank you.
You're asking me, family. This is our moment. This is our moment to show what the green mean machine is made of. For the next week and a half, we've got to show our power and make our voices heard every single day. We will mobilize, we will organize, and we will win.
Oh, ask me. Oh, ask me.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
Y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed. I'm white. I got you, Carl. Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey! Give us your address.
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Well, a white woman in Irvine, California got into a traffic stop. Let's just say she rolled up on the wrong sister who had all the time in the world for this Karen.
And you park like an idiot.
You've been reported.
Oh, I already reported you too, baby. Let's see.
So this girl is harassing me. So she's put my life at risk and my child's life at risk. You've been posted all over Temecula Talk.
So have you.
And I wonder...
I put you on Facebook. I got 10,000 followers on TikTok.
I wonder if I was a black woman. Get
the fuck out of my way. Get away from my car. 6 feet.
You better back up.
6 feet.
You better back up.
I got some too.
You better back up.
I got some too.
Someone call 911 right now.
Get away. Get away from my car. 6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet.
You're
6
done.
feet. Get away from my car. Help. 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 6 feet.
Call 911, please.
Get away from my car. Get away from my car.
So she's so going down.
God, get away from my car.
Hi, I have a lady who has verbally attacked.
Risha, did she throw a color purple root on her?
I love how Sister Girl telling to her inner Karen, help, get away from
from my car. I told y'all about that pepper spray. Didn't I tell y'all? Keep that pepper spray. Spray them like roaches. 6 feet. Step back. Hello. I told y'all. Sound like somebody listening out there, but I thought, she handled it appropriately, but I hope she got out of Dodge for the police showed up, though.
Right.
That's right. I mean, I did get a kick out of help. I mean, normally it's the white woman who's screaming.
That's true. That's true. I mean, unfortunately, Reese is right. First of all, that Karen was right. She is threatening her life, but she left 2 words out. Way of life. I am a white woman. So therefore, I should be able to do whatever the hell I want with black people. So as the sister, I agree with Reese. When she starts saying help, you got to understand what that white woman is counting on is that she can make a phone call and white supremacy will form like Voltron. And here come the same police with the same attitude they treating that brother in North Carolina. They're going to swoop in and go after the sister in the car. And by the way, I didn't see any kind of mask anywhere near that lady's mouth. Right. So at that point, I'd be like, look, this woman threatening my life and the life of everybody else. But shout out to that sister for saying at this moment, I don't care. If we must, well, anyway.
I hear you, Greg.
I can't believe you.
I hear you.
You know what I was about to say.
I hear you, Greg. Oh, yeah, I hear you all the way over here. But her holding up her phone with that little...
Erica, here's my whole deal. Here's my whole deal, okay? This is me. First of all, look, I get it. Folks got the window down, they talking. If that's me, I'm on the inside of the car. This is me.
Right.
Like, I'm not even about to sit here and engage your ignorant ass. I'm going to be like, I'll be sitting here just, and then I'm going to hit with this here.
Right.
I'm going to laugh at him. That's what I would do.
See,
that's what I would do, Erica.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Roland, because I think everybody knows the RNU family, the only kind of engagement I'm engaging in are these.
Come on.
That's what people respond to. That's the only type of engagement I got for anybody that rolls up on me. I'm not with the shit. And so her holding up her cell phone, you saw she had the demagogue on it back on it. That told you everything that you needed to know. She's ignorant. She doesn't hear. She's a damn fool. Either pull off or engage right.
But one thing, though, is that you do have to be careful because with that video and that audio, you have to present the alternative story. Because these white folks, they sit up there, they're on camera, they're in distress, and they have your license plate, and they show that to the police, and next thing they rolling up on you, you got shots in you. And so I'm not saying that won't necessarily happen, even if you do engage with them. But if they on the phone, you need to be just as loud. That's why it was very smart for her to be like, help. I hope she had her mace. I hope she got out of Dodge. But you cannot let these white folks be on the phone, be on camera, and be on with the police, and it's only their voice and their story. You better have your camera out, and you better be loud unless you can get the hell out. If you can get the hell out, go ahead and move on about your business. But you can't let them record you and only get their side of the story out.
Reese, that's so important.
Yeah, look.
That's so important.
Look, these. Greg, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Roland, please, brother.
No, all I was about to say is that I don't know when these things be going down. They just don't happen to me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, just go ahead. I mean, they really don't. I probably this actually it wasn't anything like this here. And, we've all been mistaken, in stores, but like we worked there. And I remembered I was in Arlington, Texas, at the Dillard's Outlet Mall, and it was a Sunday after church. I was clean. I mean, this was all pre-COVID when we actually wore suits and ties and shoes that required polishing. Yeah. And I'm sitting there in the store, Greg, and I'm looking at some suits. And this white guy actually yells, excuse me, I need a 42. I said, do my ass look like I work here? I said, look at me. Ain't nobody here with a suit this clean. Do you see anybody working here with this pocket square and tie combination? I said, no way in hell I work here. I said, and while your ass at it, get me a 48.
But see, Ron, I mean, this is the thing, though, right, brother? And that's why they text me and ask me, were you out there in that parking lot by yourself? And Reese said again, at any split-second moment, it can all go terribly wrong. And we're laughing in this moment because, you know, as James Baldwin said, I mean, to be black in America is to be in a constant state of rage. But part of that, underneath that rage is a sense of sorrow. But for the African in the West, underneath that sorrow is a sense of hope and joy. So that's why our comedians often become the ones who become prophetic for us. We can laugh about this because we've been there. And we also know, like Erica said, at any moment, it could go wrong. I mean, you know, this woman, Catherine Bryant Donham, still walks to earth in Mississippi. Emmett Till, 14 years old, is in there trying to get some candy or coke. He lied on it. Next thing you know, the boy at the bottom of the Tallahatchie River. And I mean, Philando Castile, you had his mother on this show. He videotaped his own death with the child in the car. So, as you know, at a split second, in that moment, you said, get me a 48. This ain't get you no 48 N-word. And at that moment, you might say, I'm going to ignore you, or you might decide in that moment to channel the spirit of our sister Erica and throw them bows. And at the end of the day, we have to decide in that very moment, which is why I said that Claude McKay thing, if we must die, let us nobly die. But for the black person in this country, it can go from laughter to life-threatening in a split second. And that's something any white person, ally, open enemy, will never be able to understand in their soul. That's why people texting me asking, are you all right out there in the dark, brother? Because there's an alchemy afoot in this country. And it can go from laughter to memorial.
Oh, yeah.
In a split second.
It's
time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have, you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it. Please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed. I'm white. I got you, Pearl. Yeah, illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
Give us your right. You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, my Lord. I've got some good ones, y'all. Let's start in Phoenix.
You guys get out of here. Are you the manager? Yes. You need to leave. You need to leave. We're not serving you.
Hold on, guys. Okay.
We do not serve you.
Excuse me, but you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that?
Native Americans
Excuse me, this is what this whole world.
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her. Yeah, you do not serve her racist ass.
You don't tell. No. Continue serving. Continue serving.
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a bitch.
I've never even said that.
I said she is, and you're not a part of it.
That word.
So you get out of here. I know. I said she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country where she's from.
That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just know. You just walked into her. Excuse me.
Hey, bitch, you just touched me. Oh my God.
Yeah, you deserved it. Oh my God. In my opinion. Yeah, you pushed her and she smacked you. That was self-defense on her part.
No, she grabbed me.
Nope.
Come on, bail out. Oh my God. Yep, she smacked your ass. I keep trying to tell these white folks, y'all keep rolling up on folk, y'all are going to get jacked. Keep trying to tell y'all that.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
We want to thank the folks with Seek.com, CEEK.com, for partnering with us. This is Mary Spio is the creator, the innovator, the founder of this company. She, of course, designed these 4D 360-degree headphones that are absolutely amazing. We've got a partnership with them, folks. If you purchase these headphones, you can use the promo code RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020, or simply go to Seek.com. That's CEEK.com. Be sure to check it out. We thank them for partnering with us. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed. I'm white. I got you, Carl. Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
Give us your right. You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, y'all, another one of these Karens. Check out this white woman here. Brother man is just trying to do his job, y'all. I think this is in Miami, I think. He's just trying to deliver some food to a customer who called the order in. Look at this food.
You know you're mad. Okay. So you're not gonna let me in to deliver this food.
Buzz people in.
I have the number.
Yeah, we don't like pictures.
I mean, I'm just.
Don't point that shit at me.
I'm trying to.
Point that fucking.
I have food I have to deliver to somebody, man.
Don't deliver anything here. We don't want you delivery.
You're not.
We don't want
you didn't get the
here.
food.
I don't want you. I don't want you here. I don't want you here at all.
Excuse me, Paul. There's a woman like at the door. My name is Jordan. I'm working in a place.
Who is this?
Excuse me. Can you back away from me, man?
No,
I'm not
this is my bill. I'm not going to back
I'm just
away
trying
from you.
to.
Who is this? Who's on the speaker?
Hello?
Yeah, who's on the speaker?
Ma'am, can you back?
Who's speaking? I live here in this building. Who is this?
Your food
Who is this?
This is Paul Morpheus. I'm in 212. I'm getting a Postmates delivery.
A Postmate delivery in 212. 212 where?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, where do you live, sir?
I live in 1395 Kelton Avenue.
You live in it, or
do my
you
job,
live?
please?
No.
You're not gonna let me do my job.
I'm not letting this man in. Can I bring your food to you? I'm at the entrance
Oh, so
of the
you
building.
want to bring the?
I'm at the entrance to your building.
Who are you? Who is this?
I live here, asshole, and I pay rent here.
So I do too. So what are you asking?
I'm asking you to get out of my building because you don't live here.
I'm a black man. I'm trying to deliver. My mom.
I don't care if he's a purple man.
I'm
He
working
doesn't
for my
live
mom.
here.
Her name is Anna.
Yeah, I don't care.
My name
who
is
he's
Jordan.
working for.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
care what
deliver
your
your
name
food.
is,
She
sir.
said
I
she
want you
doesn't
out
want
of
me
the
here.
building.
She doesn't want me near here. I just want to
I don't
deliver
want
food.
him near
I have
here
other
because
orders
I don't
have to
know him,
deliver.
and I don't want people buzzing him into my building.
I don't know how to do this for you, but
I don't want.
she's like
buzzing
in front of
him
the door.
into a
I can't do
security building.
anything right now.
I don't know him. I know everybody in this building. He doesn't live here, and he's not a delivery boy. He had no car, no bike, Nothing.
The car
He
that
is
I
not
pulled up in, that white.
Domino's.
That's my
he's
white.
Not Pizza Hut.
That's my white car over
He's
there.
not a delivery. He is not a delivery service.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't get out of a Lyft. He didn't get out of an Uber. He didn't get out of a car,
So
a Mercedes, a Honda, anything.
Hello?
He's a black
Paul,
guy
is he
walking
still
around who has a clicker to get into any building he wants to.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, you got codes, dude.
I got codes.
You don't got a brain.
I don't got a brain.
And Generation Z or X, whatever you are, people are dildos.
I'm a
You're not
dildo.
getting in.
I'm not
You
getting
don't
in.
have a key, dude. You're
Yeah,
not going to get. I have a key. You
That's
don't.
cool.
You can't. Don't
Can you not
film
touch me?
No, can you not film me?
Okay, thank you. So I
Yeah,
can.
I'll be behind
Appreciate
you.
you.
Though. I don't want you filming me.
What? Can you get away from me?
No, that phone. No, I don't.
Lady,
can you?
Because you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting close to me.
At least I made you laugh.
I mean, I guess this is really terrible. This is horrible.
hello?
Hi, Paul. Did you want me to? Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you want me to leave it down here for you?
Should I just come downstairs?
Please, please. Yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Buzz 110.
No.
Yeah, Buzz 110.
Not doing anything for you. I don't know you.
Buzz 110.
I'm,
You knew how to buzz him.
By the way, I have this on just so that and if you do something to me,
you don't want to hear music.
I just
Buzz
want it to
110.
be.
Here's
Okay.
110. Pound.
I just want to document this.
110.
Just doing my
There.
job.
Let's
It's
see
one
if
of
it
my 3
works.
jobs.
They took my name off.
Trying to
Did you know
deliver
that?
food.
They took my name off the directory. They used to have.
So you don't even live here.
I live here, asshole.
So then
I
why
lived
they-
here for 7 years,
But
and
they
I
took
don't
your
like
name
your fucking pig fuck phone either. Okay, how do I do this? Let's see. Press pound
Alright, I'm gonna step over
110 and see if it buzzes
This
my
is
router.
crazy.
Yeah, what's up
Can
with
you
you guys?
back
How old
away
are you?
from me?
27. You're my son.
I'm not
You
talking
play
to you
ball?
anymore. I'm
He
not gonna
plays
talk to you.
basketball.
That's cool.
Yeah, good. This guy's a neighbor.
Cool.
I see him all the time.
That's great.
I've never seen you in my life.
Because I don't live here.
Look at somebody.
I can see you. I wasn't
No,
talking
your
to you.
phone's looking at me.
As well.
As well. I
Just in
don't
case
know
you try to
this
call the
person. I don't
cops
know
or
this
something
person.
and tell
I
them
don't
one
know
thing,
that. You
and
guys
it's
and your
not that.
phones, how would you like me to go? You're like this. You can't do anything without them.
Dude,
You carry a little phone around.
Is this-
You can't do anything.
what are you doing right now? Like, why are you I just don't understand. Like, you're crazy. Okay.
Hey, I have one too. You like Galaxy?
Nah, it's an Android. I don't fuck with Androids.
For free.
Paul?
Yeah, but you're not.
Here,
I'm
Paul.
not letting him
I'm-
buzz.
No, I buzzed.
No, he's not going to be buzzed in.
No, I just want to get my
your
food. I just want to get
Yeah,
my
just
food.
get your food.
Thank you, Paul. Have a good one. Sorry about that.
Now, why haven't I?
Jesus Christ. It's crazy.
Apparently, that's at the Westwood Kelton Towers in Los Angeles, California, Reese.
You know what? Paul's punk ass food would have went right in the trash. Once he brought his monkey mother, you know what? Let me simmer it down a little bit. Once he brought his punk ass downstairs, and the black man's apologizing to him after the black man sat up there and took all that abuse, and he just took, I just want my food. Paul, you ain't shit along with that racist white lady. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know how these black people do it. God bless them. Because I've never had that extended of a conversation with anybody being disrespectful towards me. I understand that you got to get your commission or whatever, but she needed some hands laid on her. And I applaud them, but I would really much rather videos of Karens like her getting stomped out and slapped across her face and cussed out go viral than videos of these down south Negroes who get told off and get harassed and get abused, and they take it and like I said, God bless them, but it's sending the wrong message. It gets my blood pressure up because I would have just slapped her on sight and then dropped the food off, and Paul, punk ass Paul, could have got his own food.
Erica, if that's me, hashtag team whip that ass, we'll be showing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was clenching my teeth because I'm listening to that child's voice, and it sounds very much so like my 20-something-year-old son. And just thinking about the level of aggression that Black people have to really navigate through every day, for this young man just to be trying to go about his business, he is covering his nose and his mouth because COVID has a disproportionate impact on him, just like it does his Black and brown community as well. And so to have this Karen, who this is really what a Karen is, they demand to know what the hell you're doing, explain yourself. I will weave in and out of the conversation as I please, but you are to follow my order. She also called him a delivery boy. This is that Karen type that has, supposed to be a slur of sorts, but it's not. It's a behavior. It is a mindset. And many of the same folks that led us to this disastrous presidency still very much so hold this posture. I think that I'm glad that he actually filmed it, and bless him for holding his composure, because as a young black man striking a white woman, we've seen historical outcomes of that. But as a mother, as a black ass mama, I could not even imagine, because I can tell you the time that my son, from the time that he was in pre-K to kindergarten, mama has shown up, heels in her hand, hoop earrings in her purse, Vaseline ready to go. So that's really, I think, more of the concerning part of me, is that this is something that these are different wars that our children, all of us, are having to wage with these white women.
I'll say this here, Greg. If you deliver it, you don't owe that white woman no conversation. That's when you say, "Hell, I ain't talking to you." That's when you like, move. You mean nothing to me. This whole, so she know everybody in the building, yet when they call a number, she didn't know who that person was. I mean, these white folks literally are operating like we are in slavery days, where there's a Fugitive Slave Act where I can check your papers.
Yeah. Well, they're patrollers. They've always been patrollers, deputies. They deputy police, all of them. But, Reese, I share that, they need an ass whipping. And Erica, I know, look, we know how you roll. And I see my brother Akinyele Umoja's book back there over your shoulder. We will shoot back. So I know, we know how you roll. So, but at the same time, though, I couldn't help but think. And when you voiced that, sis, it really, really resonated when you said he sounded like your son. Because we know those kind of cats like that, easygoing, kind of, they not weak. Don't mistake that for weakness. It's just their temperament. And so, it's interesting. We have this Howard Initiative on public policy. We did a webinar today, a second round. We're doing some surveys of Black and Afro, Latin, and Latinx communities on how we're coping with this racial pandemic and the biological pandemic. And, we asked folks, how are they coping, Black folk? Are you using distractions? Are you using substances? Are you reframing? What's your emotional support, humor, acceptance, religion? One of the lowest percentages that Black people are moving to is venting. And Jules Harrell and Ron Hobson, who are two psychologists at Howard, brilliant brothers, were talking on the webinar today. They said, why is that number so low? And they kind of reached a general idea that we don't have the luxury to vent.
Absolutely.
And so Erica, when you're talking about what you had to intervene for your son, that could have gone left, because I think that woman was a little touched, because you heard her going a little loopy, and then she said, "Do you play ball? I mean, are you 27? Oh, am I?" In other words, you got a little Trump in you. Maybe your brain's a worm is eating your brain too. But fortunately, his temperament was such that it was his nature not to just make that move, because that could have ended with sirens and him dead right there in front of that complex. And that's it's a hell of a thing to be Black in America. I agree with James Baldwin, man. Because one of these days, what did Langston Hughes, that little poem he wrote? Look at the Negro, meek and kind, beware the day we change our mind. But thank God that young man is going home to his family, because that could have went another way if his temperament had been different.
And can I just say, though, to be clear, I'm not saying men should go out there and hit women. I'm saying or women,
no question. Sandra Bland,
slap the hell out of her. But right. I think that Black people should carry mace. I don't think that there's a gender barrier between mace and somebody who's in your space. Go ahead and spray them. That's not assault. If somebody's in your space, whether it's a man or a woman, you have that right, in my opinion, to go ahead and get rid of them. No conversation, just shh. That's it.
No conversation.
Spray them like raid.
No conversation. Hey,
Y'all, I'm telling you, I hope they kick her behind out the building. That's what I hope.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.
Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, folks, y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed.
I'm white. I got you, bro.
Yeah, illegally selling water without a permit
On my property.
Whoa!
Hey! Give us your right.
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, y'all. Amy Cooper, sometimes publicly called the Central Park Karen, has been charged with filing a false report in a confrontation with a black man in Central Park in May. She's charged with falsely reporting an incident in the third degree in her confrontation with Christian Cooper. According to prosecutors, there was a previously undisclosed second 911 call where she said he assaulted her. She appeared in court virtually, and Assistant District Attorney Joan Aluzzi Orban said she would discuss a rehabilitative program with the defense. The judge set the next hearing for November 17th.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, the folks at Seek.com, black-owned company founded by Mary Spio. They, of course, a virtual reality company. You can check out their content at Seek.com, Seek.com. You can do so, of course, with these VR headsets. You can look at it, of course, on your regular device or your pad or your computer. But if you want to experience being in the room, you can use this headset right here. All you simply do is just pop in your cell phone in here, pop it on, and then put this headset on, and you can literally experience their content in virtual reality. And so allows for you to do a 360-degree view of the room. But also, folks, they have the 360-degree 4D headphones right here. These are Bluetooth headphones. They have complete surround sound in terms of as you hear the particular music. Gamers love them as well when they're playing their games. And so it's just phenomenal bass in these headphones as well. You can get one or both devices at Seek.com using this promo code RMVIP2020, RMVIP 2020. So we certainly thank the folks at Seek.com for being a partner with us here at Roland Martin Unfiltered. All right.